I've been covering the ongoing saga of the Kiwi Farms, a website which is just a anonymous website to post about stuff. You can post about anything there. I mean, there's people who post about YA books on there. We've had a pretty good discussion about what's going on in the publishing industry. But there's an angry transgender out there named Keffals who has a thread on there who has all this information about just how awful Keffals has been over the years. Keffals advocates doxing people. Keffals advocates life ruination. Keffals advocates going after people, hacking, all sorts of stuff. And then goes around and plays victim and then went to Cloudflare, which is an anti-DDoS sort of web security suite that keeps websites from getting hacked. And then had Cloudflare pull their product from the Kiwi farms because Keffals claimed all this stuff was being done to them. Isn't it ironic how the people who are actually doing this kind of stuff get away with it and get to use their transgenderness as a shield in order to prevent people from talking about it, from reacting, to just discussing what's going on? It's the modern internet. We have no freedom anymore. And that's why the Kiwi Farms is so important, because it represents the first step in something that's going to get very, very dangerous in the near future. Information is going to be taken down. People are going to be censored. That's where we're going to be at. I don't know how long I'll be for this world because I have opinions that are not allowed by the corporate elites. And it's getting worse. All right. My name is John Delarose. I am a #1 best-selling author and award-winning comic creator. This is my Overmind. It's up for pre-order. I just got the proof shipped, so it should be coming to my house the next couple days. Once I look that over, we're going to be shipping these out. It's a 66-page science fiction graphic novel. A lot of fun. Good stuff. If you like the classics, you're going to enjoy my stuff. If you like freedom of speech, go check out independent works by people who don't hate you. Appreciate it. That link's in the description below. All right. So Kiwi Farms was hacked over the weekend. They put it back up after there were some problems, and it looks like they finally got things going, and then this happened. Site breach, and here it is, user impact statement. The forum was hacked. You should assume the following: that your password and your has been stolen, that your email's been leaked, any IP you've used over the last month has been leaked. Thankfully, most users pay attention to my privacy checkups. There isn't much to leak. You should take a moment to read the privacy guides. Even if you hate this site, use an email address from a reputable provider. Never use the same password. Use a passphrase, a password manager suggested in the privacy guidelines, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All right. So I'm on there and I do post. Like I said, I just mostly post about comic books and YA books and the publishing industry and things like that. And I have a name and all that and a password that don't interact with anything else, because that's how you do things when you're on websites like this. I assume that somebody's going to hack my information, so I do things like that. It's just pretty obvious, but it is what it is. And I'm okay with that. But unfortunately, there are some people who probably don't want their information out there, and it's now out there, and it's been hacked by this transgender private army that goes around harassing people and trying to destroy people on the internet. And that's a scary, scary thing. It's a big deal. And people are not going to be paying attention to this. It's not going to get covered anywhere. There's going to be no media information about this like there was on the opposite side. Remember, Keffals got a CNN interview out of this whole deal. It's a huge grift by Keffals. Oh, well, I'm tired this morning, guys. And that's where we're at right now. So Noel, the owner of the website, actually gave a sort of timeline interview with Jim, Mr. Mediker, over on Odyssey this weekend, kind of talking about the timeline of everything that's happened with Keffals and more. Very informative stuff. So if you've not seen that, go look for that. The channel on there that this was posted on is called Mad at the Internet. Pretty easy to find. It's not up on YouTube because they went a little spicy for YouTube's sort of algorithms. You can get in big trouble saying some of the things that they did. And that's it. So the site will be restored from a backup point. This will not happen immediately. I need to reformat and reinstall everything. I need to completely evaluate my security from the top down, and he's working on this. And there's also a technical explanation of everything that's going on with this website here too. So that's it. There's a hack. Everybody's data has been breached, and that's just kind of how it goes in this day and age. You can't get that DDoS protection from someone like Cloudflare because this army is going to come after them. They're going to come after everybody. So how do we do that? How do we prevent this sort of like weaponization of mentally ill people to try to destroy websites, businesses, people they don't like in the future. This is not a healthy way to run society. This culture of fear that's existing is not something that people should have to deal with just to post on the internet. I don't know an answer, because if Cloudflare is like the only answer, and if you listen to that interview with Joshua Moon, you find out that like there's really no alternatives to this website. They've got a monopoly on these sort of hosting security setups, and you can't do it yourself. Really, it's impossible. So we need a solution. It needs to be out there. Somebody needs to create a company that will not bend and break to this sort of stuff, and they have to have the resources from the get-go to make it big enough to where they can actually make it work from day one. So it's not just like an easy startup sort of situation. You need some big funding behind you to get this started. And I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, but maybe you have one. Love to hear from you guys. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.